Everybody, welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel, covering all things Marvel Snap here. In this particular video, I wanted to call it the secret sauce for rank up, but yeah, maybe it's a little bit of that. It's also, should you stop leveling? I know that seems super counterintuitive, and you know, I talked about some of the climbing in one of the previous videos, but I think after talking on Discord a little bit with some folks who are also playing the game, I don't know if you want to level as much, at least as a beginner. So, by the way, if you want to come to Discord, link in the description below. So let's get into this. On Discord, I was talking with some folks, and we were just talking about our general ranks, specifically the season ranks. I'm currently about 76. I've been fluctuating between 71 and 76, I'd say, for the last couple days. I went up a little bit, went down, went up, went down, went down. This is the highest I've been so far. And I was just hoping to hit 70 this season. I mean, I've been playing for a couple weeks now. My collection level is only 356, which I'm gonna get to in a second. So it's not very high. So we were talking on Discord and just about where we were all at. And oddly enough, one of them was about the same, a little bit lower. Another one was actually struggling to break 60 this time. And while they were struggling to break 60 this time, previously they've gotten to, in the past few seasons, they've gotten to at least 70 or 80. Now, there might be reasons this particular season versus the last ones, you know, RNG, playing different. Is it, you know, more pool 3 players, changed play style? Who knows? It could be a number of those things. But I know this person and these people are generally playing the same way they had played before. And talking to them, at least from my experience, while limited here, I feel like, you know, when you think about the Texas Hold'em aspect of the game, I feel pretty good about general knowledge about how I would encourage somebody to play, even though I'm newer here. And I think they're playing pretty decently. So what's the reason that they might not be able to pass here versus me getting up here? Now, the biggest difference is obviously where we're at collection level. I'm at 356. Pool 3 is at 486, or right around there. They are at collection level 2500, you know, way into pool 3. So, you know, I'm not even close to that. So, you know, collector's cash, all kinds of stuff. I haven't even gotten any of that stuff yet. So, you know, that stuff starts changing soon. Pool 3, 486. Do you want to stay below that? Or really, since I don't want this to be a time sensitive video, hopefully it's going to apply always for any new beginning player, is do you want to stay 2 pools below the top while you're starting? And what you want to do is just sort of figure the game out a little bit, build up credits, get your cards, get used to it, and sort of linger and get your collection rank or your season ranked as high as you can. Now, am I going to get to 90 or even 80? I don't know. There's not a lot of time, and I think I have to keep playing quite a bit to get there. I'd love to shoot for infinite. I'm gonna make a tentative goal to it. We'll see. So is that a key to get as high as you can on these season rankings while others who have much higher collection levels get there? Does it even matter? I mean, like, who cares? You know what I mean? Like, so this is the difference. This is it. So, you know, I might get a new avatar. Okay, who cares? Now, 500 gold, that's nice. You know, 500 gold in the shop, $7. So honestly, not that big of a deal either. It's up to you whether you want to get it, but it's nice to say, I guess. Cool. You get some of the ranked rewards. I personally wouldn't brag about it because it's like, well, I'm doing it with a lower collection level, which I believe, if I'm reading everything right and understanding everything in the game correctly, it's the reason I'm able to rank higher is because of that. So I wouldn't personally like go talk smack to somebody and be like, I got to infinite, you didn't. Well, yeah, the game is encouraging me to play longer. And I actually like that the game does this. And that's one of the things that I want to say, because at some point, I'm not going to keep being able to do this. I guess I could sit in pool 3 forever, but then I'll just max out my credits and not get any new cards. Like, what's the point there? So eventually I will build up. But I do want to say for newer / beginner players, I would highly recommend this because, and the reason why I like this, as a new player, you want to have fun. You don't want to just get stomped nonstop. I've played some other games recently, an MMO, oddly enough, another Marvel game. And a lot of people quit that game because they just got stomped because they were playing against other people who are way stronger than them. Now it's a different game, but there's no strategy. There was no skill. Strong players could click auto and just go and crush people. In this one, You don't want to have that happen with newer players. So for you newer players, I'm going to recommend try to stay 2 pools below whatever the top pool is and linger there until you get close to max credits, which I'll mention this a few times. I believe, and I haven't maxed it out yet, but I believe it's 9,999. So stay in this case right now in this part in time, stay below collection level 486 and above that collection level or that credit level. You can see I'm getting close. I've got 5,500. Well, I'm halfway there or a little over, and I'm nowhere near 486 for my collection level. So I'm going to keep trying to climb and see what happens. But once I hit that or get close to that credit threshold, I'm just going to use it. You know, I'm going to build it up and I'm going to build it on cards I want. And like I said, I don't want, and nor do I believe any newer beginner players are going to want to climb so quick in their collection level that they're going to get into pool 3 and just get stomped, or whatever the, you know, second from top pool is. That is the big chunk of cards that most active players have been playing for a while have. You want to be able to, like, before you jump into that next pool, build up credits. And actually, this is really the thing to take away. If you're going to take away anything, regardless of when you're watching this video or what pools they are, all that sort of thing. If you got a pool 3, a pool 4, pool 5, before you get that threshold to go from pool 3 to pool 4, make sure that you, before you get there, stop. Before you get into the, in this case, I'm in pool 2, go 3, stop, build up those credits as high as you can. And then as soon as you get to that peak, then, you know, maybe build up just 1 point below that collection level to jump to the other pool, and then build them to max and, or close to it, and then just burn them all and get all those cards in your deck as much as you can so that you bring it all in at once, or as much as you can in at once. Build the decks that you need to from whatever the pool you just got into is, so that you can more properly compete while within that pool. And this doesn't matter if it's pool 2 to pool 3, pool 3 to pool 4, pool 4 to 5, 5 to 6, 7 to 8. From whenever we're getting these pools throughout this game, I would highly recommend doing that. And now, normally I don't like to necessarily promote something like this. I like to normally compete with the best, and I think it's important for others to compete with the best. I don't want people to take shortcuts or, you know, ways to cheese the system. In this particular case, the reason I'm okay with promoting this is because it's primarily for new players, in my mind. I think as someone getting used to the game, seeing if you like it, I highly recommend doing this because, like I mentioned before, you don't want to just get stomped on. You need to learn the game. You want to properly build up your decks before getting into a section where you're just getting smoked by everybody. Nobody likes that. As somebody who plans to cover this game for as long as I enjoy it and have fun, which it seems like it's going to be for a while given what I'm playing with, I would say that everybody should do this as a new player. Or even if you come back, you know, you put the game down for a while, I would recommend doing this. If you're not at the top pool, do this. And then once you get there, like I said, then compete with the top. Then stay up there. You're good. Everybody's getting the decks at the same rate. No big deal. You know, maybe somebody who's paying some money might have a better chance to get their decks more full. Okay, whatever. That's up to you. Everybody spends differently. And then as you're doing that, you hope to get, you know, as much of the cards from those top 2 pools as you can. Or you're just sitting in that top pool and you just, then you're kind of coasting along with everybody else, except for the people who might spend more, which, as I've said in a number of different videos, if you're spending money, you should get some return anyway. So that is what it is. I'm going to show you just a game or two to show, so you can see the type of things that I'm going up against in games. I know the video I had the other day was Zabu Dino deck, but I've been playing with this discard destroy deck a little bit and it's been fun. Let's see if we get any pool 3 here at all. And that's the focus. I'm not going to give a lot of commentary to this. This is just so you guys see it. Now, I don't know if I'm going to run, but this, I have not seen this card before, but that could have come from Agent 13. All right. So I'm gonna wrap this part up and down a little bit on the meter there. A lot of escaping towards the end, but ultimately, if you paid attention to the cards that got played there, they're nothing really pool 3 wise. So I mean, I'm still going. I'm gonna try to get to 80. I mean, if I play smart and get some luck on my side, I think I can hit it, and then we'll just see how far I can keep climbing. So let me know what your thoughts are on all this. If you think, you know, this is something that you would do, if this is something that you wouldn't want to do, what you think the general gameplay is. I'm sure some people will hate it, honestly, and that's fine. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. At the end of the day, don't level up that collection level too fast. Keep it at a reasonable point so you're not getting too high into the pools. In this case, I'm trying to stay in pool 2 before I jump into pool 3. I want to build up all those credits and then just really dump into the deep end. And that's the way to look at it. And remember, pool 3 is at 486. Pool 4, I'm not really sure yet, but maybe as we get to pool 5 and pool 6s, that pool 4 spot will get a little bit clearer. More cards will jump into that pool 4. And then that's kind of how things will break a little bit. So, and remember, don't max those credits. 9,999, I believe, is what it is. Just get as high as you can on these rankings. So appreciate you making this far. If you want to hammer down like buttons, all that sort of thing. Again, this channel is the one that we're going to be covering Marvel Snap on. So if you want to subscribe, share with your friends, aunts, uncles, nieces, nephews, grandma, grandpas, all that sort of thing. Appreciate it. Until next time, hope you have a wonderful day.